On today's IRS tax refund update, with just a few days to go until the official start of the tax season, we are going to provide one final update and recap where things currently stand before tax processing begins. We are also going to take a look at the top reasons why your tax refund may be delayed this year and possible steps you can take to resolve. Meanwhile, we have one step all tax filers will want to take even before filing their tax returns, and why you will want to access your tax transcripts for updates on that tax refund. Now, with no technical issues to report during batch testing of the IRS processing systems, tax processing will begin as planned on January 29th. A majority of tax filers will in fact see their tax refunds within 21 days of filing, in particular, those filing simple returns. If you filed early and are claiming either the Earned Income Tax Credit or Advanced Child Tax Credit, you may be seeing an estimated refund date of on or around February 16th from your tax processor, such as TurboTax. Now, do note in your particular case that estimated date is not going to be accurate. By law, the IRS cannot finish the processing of your particular tax return until mid-February, and they have already stated the first batch of refunds from those claiming the mentioned credits will be released starting in late February. Also, a reminder that Where's My Refund status results only update once every 24 hours, usually between the hours of midnight and 6 a.m. So it is also recommended you log into your IRS online account to access your tax transcripts, as we have seen those previously display more up-to-date information. Then, Where's My Refund status results? Transcripts are updated throughout the week, and the particular day yours is updated depends on the last two digits of your cycle code ending between 01 and 05. One step we are recommending all tax filers take right now is to log into your IRS account and select to receive email notifications for IRS notices and letters. In previous years, we have received countless reports of taxpayers never receiving letters from the IRS, which led to months of refund delays as a result, especially if an issue arises during the processing of your tax return. All you need to do is log into your IRS account, and from the homepage as seen on the left, click on Go Paperless for certain IRS notices. Now, as seen on the image to the right, make sure your email address is correct. Below that, click on the New Notices and Letters box under Email Notifications and select Save, and under Paperless Settings, make sure to select both online and paper next to Notice Delivery. Having both paper and online delivery will increase the chances of you receiving a notice from the IRS in the event one needs to be sent. Now, do note, there are some documents that the IRS will only send out by mail. Now, as many of you begin to file your tax returns, there are going to be issues that will result in processing and refund delays that some of you are going to encounter over the next few weeks and months. So we are going to highlight the top 6 causes why you may encounter an issue this year, and in some cases, what to do about it, starting off with an entry error on your return. Now, this is one of the most common reasons and impacted over 17 million tax filers in 2022, so it can happen to anyone, and occurs when a taxpayer accidentally enters a wrong digit onto the tax return, specifically under income or withholdings. The good news is oftentimes the IRS can automatically correct the issue and save you the hassle and time from having to file an amended return as a result. Now, if you entered the wrong bank account information on your return to receive that tax return by direct deposit, what will happen is once the IRS receives that direct deposit back as rejected, they will issue you out a paper check in 4 to 6 weeks. Do note they are unable to update bank account information after the return has been accepted. The second issue is one of the stages of additional review, where the IRS detected a discrepancy with the income and/or tax withholdings on your tax return and does not consider it a simple math error. In this case, they are likely to send you a letter in the CP05 series and may request you to submit proof to substantiate what you entered on your tax return, such as tax forms and pay stubs. Another reason for a delay is yet another stage of additional review or even audit for those claiming credits, such as the Earned Income Tax Credit or Additional Child Tax Credit. Also note, if you were asked to submit documents in previous years about your dependent, you could be asked to once again, or you could be asked if you are claiming dependents for the first time, as the selection process can be random. Under audit, the IRS will request a tax filer to submit proof of the dependent they are claiming, such as a birth certificate and proof of residency. And as we have seen in recent years, those claiming those credits facing an audit has grown, so do keep that in mind and have all documents ready in case you need to submit. Over the last 2 years in particular, another major cause for delays is that your employer's tax returns have not been processed yet. And why that matters to you is the IRS will match what you reported on your tax return and compare it to what the employer has reported for accuracy. If you are impacted by this particular problem, you can expect to receive one, if not multiple 60-day notices from the IRS, informing you they are waiting on your tax information to become available in their computer system. Now, to speed up the process, you may be able to submit a copy of your tax form and pay stubs, so that processing can in fact continue, as we have seen this done in multiple instances over the last several years. However, speak to an IRS customer representative about this if you are impacted by this particular problem. Among the top 3 reasons for processing and refund delays, especially over the last 2 years, has been the need to complete ID verification, which can happen to any taxpayer. The IRS will send out a notice such as the 5071C and 5447C letters, informing you that this needs to be completed before tax processing can continue. The good news is that in most cases, you can in fact complete ID verification online in a matter of minutes. If you are encountering issues and cannot complete online or receive either the 4883C or 6330C letters, you will need to complete ID verification at a local IRS office. Meanwhile, for those filing a paper tax return, you can still expect to encounter some of the longest processing wait times, as your return must manually be entered line by line into the IRS computer system. It is also recommended you mail your tax return to the IRS by certified mail so you can receive confirmation it has arrived, as the IRS will not acknowledge your return as received until they officially begin processing, which can take weeks or months depending on the paper tax return backlog. Now, on the topic of notices being sent out by the IRS requiring taxpayers to submit documentation in order for tax processing to continue, we are seeing as more and more taxpayers now having the ability to upload documents online through the IRS website, instead of needing to send them back to an IRS processing facility by mail. This potentially can avoid months of even further refund delays, as it allows the IRS to receive the requested information at a much faster rate. We saw this option expand over the course of last year, and among the popular notices that taxpayers can now respond to online include the CP05A notice, which is an information request relating to a tax refund, along with CP75 series of notices relating to the Earned Income Tax Credit, as well as the CP08 notice, which is relating to the Child Tax Credit, along with dozens of other notices. If eligible, the letter you receive will have an access code listed, which you will be required to enter on the IRS website before being able to upload the documents in question. Do you confirm you have entered the correct Social Security number if asked, as the IRS will indicate an incorrect number could lead to even further delays? Let us know in the comment section below about your ongoing tax issue. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.